I'm going to show you how to use some blending modes and transparency to create kind of an interesting background. So I'm going to start just by making a new comp, and it remembered my last settings here, and I'm going to make that a black background. And with this, I'm going to make this a little smaller. I've got a bunch of images here from the Hubble Space Telescope, and some of these are really big. Some of them are 10,000 pixels by 7,100. I mean, those are really large. So when I drop this image onto the composition, and it may take a little while for these things to process, but you can see that it's a lot bigger than my composition. So it gives you a lot of room to scale and zoom in and out of stuff, so which can be kind of fun. And then I'll just drop another one in here. Maybe one of these. Okay, and so you can kind of see as those build out, we have different options here. And what we're going to do is use our blending modes to kind of create a different background. So if we need to toggle our switches here, you can see that that will open up some different variety here. And what we have here are blending modes. And what that's going to do is allow the two layers to interact. If you've done blending modes in Photoshop, they're very almost the same. There's some extra ones here, but so if you notice that if I just turn this into, say, screen or lighten, it kind of adds another mix to this where those two are combining. So if it helps to think about these, this first section right here will darken. This will lighten. This will kind of create more contrast. These are all about inverse or kind of subtraction. These are all about color, and then these deal with some alpha and luma transparency, which we'll get into later. But if that helps you kind of think about them, if I just kind of add, maybe that's too much. And maybe what we want to do is also move these around. Like maybe that's what I'll have this one do. Just move across. Maybe we'll scale it down. Yeah, kind of like what that's doing. So I'm going to animate that then. And I'm just going to do a simple position. Move that around. It's just going to move nice and slow. Again, you can kind of see how these things interact. And you may want to change the order to see what that does. Maybe what I'm going to do on this is a scale. This for scale. I'm just going to hit shift down. All right, let's kind of see what we've got. And this might take a little bit of time to render. But you can see they're starting to move. And we kind of have a lot more complexity with the way these things are interacting. It creates a little bit more depth. But what I like about it is we're getting a lot of magic out of still imagery that was free, taken by the government for all of us to use and enjoy. As you can see, with that little bit of scaling and moving, it gives those still images a lot more strength and dynamics.